Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans, it is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now on second down. Handoff from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Touchdown Gators! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. The whole thought process is just get the ball back and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The screen, and watch out! And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Florida's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's certainly run his way well into contention, David.
It's been unbelievable. It's been unbelievable to be a running back to impact the game this much, consistently, week in, week out, take the physical pounding, and still be elite. Finishing this season will go.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Got room on the return. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, no! The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, you might know Florida State was once a women's college. Didn't start playing football until later, and in fact, didn't start playing the Gators until 1958.
Even though they haven't been playing a long time, this game has featured so many of the biggest names in the sport. You think about Bobby Bowden, Steve Spurrier on the sidelines, Charlie Ward, Chris Swanky, Tim Tebow, Danny Werfel, Heisman Trophy winners. This game has had it all.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Myers on the move. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to UCF. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Allen. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is going to have to short this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Keeps looking downfield. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Gators send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Seminoles will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He makes the grab. At the 45 on its way. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Gets it out fast. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. The Gators are rolling down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Now he's going to break the pocket. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. That's caught. It's Allen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Noles want to move quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Working that left side now. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, better look out! Turning on the Jets. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Rolling right and going deep. And it won't make the connection going for the big play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the back in the middle. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's caught. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's taking the shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Lost to throw again. Gets rid of it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Oklahoma State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Stillwater. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other...
And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! And the Gators have chomped down, and they put a little distance between themselves and the Noles.
You know, both of these teams always have lots of speed, but it's the Gators. They look like the faster team pulling away here in the second half. Big plays offensively, and their defense is really flying around.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Gators. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Florida State, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Seminoles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Getting deep in the third quarter here. Clock stopped with a minute and a half to go. Sends it back in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Noles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And it's
been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They want to see if they can score the deuce.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdown, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll give it to the back. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll try to pop the draw. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He's into the end zone, and we've got a one-possession game in the fourth quarter. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Burgess. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators with the 1st and 10. On the move, it's Burton. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gives it to the back on the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the catch down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. Late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Looking to pass. It's Buck. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man down the middle. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39. It'll be 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.